Welcome to this Windows Computer and Technology channel. And one of the things that I've been asked regularly, and I kind of hinted that I would probably be doing some videos like this from time to time, as I've branded my channel as Windows, Computers, and Technology. So Windows is part of it. It's a big part of it because it's the majority of the users that come here probably for that. But of course, there's a technological curiosity around it. I did already say that I was not interested in dealing or talking about Mac computers much, except for very specific things. If you have, urgent security updates, stuff like that, I will mention it here. So for that, I will be happy to do it. But not owning a Mac anymore also is, means I don't have what it needs to talk about it anyways. So, but one of the things, like I said, I hinted, and some of you have said, yes, it'd be fun to see that on the channel, is that from time to time I will actually make a couple of videos or on specific Linux distros. I'm going to go through a bunch of distros and go through Linux also from time to time and talk about it. It's not going to be, a dominant feature on the channel, but it's going to be a feature that I think some of you might be just curious to see what it's all about. So that is definitely something that's coming, and I'll be, of course, going through different Linux distros, showing the desktop, showing, what they're all about, and I think you guys might find that interesting. But I just want to mention a few things because a lot of people, first of all, there's a subset of people that think I'm kind of anti-Linux or something. I'm not at all. I've used and I still use regularly distros that I find fun to go through and play with. But it's just that I find that the Linux community is kind of out of touch of the reasons why people aren't moving to Linux. I see people post all the time, people are moving to Linux like crazy because of the Windows now that people don't like, and it's not happening. If we look at Linux distro market share for the last 10 years, it's not higher today than it was 10 years ago. It has its up and downs from about 1.5% to 2.5%. So it touches 3 sometimes. But as of the latest numbers, the ones that you have from net market share, we're at about 1.9% Linux distro market share, which is pretty much what it was last year, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. There's a base of Linux users, and I think that's what's maintaining that. We know that Linux is used on some servers. A lot of servers actually have Linux installed for servers, but overall the market share isn't there and it's not growing. I wanted to give a couple of reasons why. First of all, I think one of the big reasons why is that Linux distros are not pushed by really big companies. So you got a lot of distros out there. I think too many distros. And one of the reasons that I say that is if there would be just a couple of distros, it might actually help, first of all, the community of Linux users to be more oriented towards specific things. If you have, you have as many distros almost as you want, and there's more every year coming up. So it kind of divides all of the Linux users, even though it's still a Linux base with, a skin on it and graphic user interface over it and so on. It spreads the people around too much. The second reason why Linux, and this is probably the biggest problem with Linux, in Windows we do have a command line, definitely, and it can be used for some specific things. But in Windows, the majority of everything you do never requires you to go into this. In Linux or in distros, one day or another, if you want to do a lot of stuff on your Linux distros, one day or another, you do have to go to the terminal. You have to know these scripted commands. People don't want to use that. People don't understand that, and people don't care about that. So this keeps a lot of people away from Linux. What else? Yes, we have software that can be similar. For example, LibreOffice, which gives you a similar Word and Excel and all of those things. It's all there in a open source way of doing it. But the thing is, they are not the industry standard. So businesses won't use that. Businesses want Word because Microsoft dominates with Word, Excel, PowerPoint. It's the business side of things. So the lack of industry standard software, Office and Adobe products and stuff like that, just makes Linux a non-starter for the majority of people and of businesses. We talk about support. We look at communities here. When you ask a question on anything Windows, how fast you'll get an answer back. Just look at the channel here, how fast you get an answer back of anything that, even when I post something and there's going to be somebody out there that's going to say, oh, by the way, you can use the registry and do this, and you're going to have that feature. I get that all the time. It's super fast. You see that there's already somebody there that wants to help or wants to just give us 2 cents worth and say, well, you can change that. Well, the thing is, in Linux, if you look at the different forums, ask a question. Some questions are unanswered for months. In Windows, questions are answered in minutes. And there's a lot of support. Lack of support is a big problem for a lot of people that have or are unsure of. Other thing to look at. Look at the number of people that go from Windows 10 to Windows 11 and say, I'm kind of lost and I'm not sure what I'm doing or where a feature is. And it's a simple change that isn't that big, but it's a change. And it messes up, for some people, their everyday use of a PC. Well, go to a Linux distro and they're totally lost because there's nothing that is the same. Nothing that they can actually find that it's, what they want. They don't understand that. Once again, shows you why Linux is not gaining any momentum. Linux for gamers, pretty much a non-starter. Yes, I know there are improvements now, and with Steam and all of that, gaming is becoming more of a thing. But the lack of real good support for, real good drivers and the graphics adapters and all this stuff that, once again, is not your everyday. It's easy to install, and I just gonna plug the card, and drivers are gonna install automatically. And it's the majority of the time, terminal and complex things to do. Equals nope, not there. So there's a lot of things like that are preventing people from moving to Linux. And I think one of the biggest problems is that the Linux fans aren't capable of grasping how moving from Windows to Linux for a big majority of people is not possible and not interesting. But we will look at Linux distros and we'll have videos. I've already created a few thumb drives here with some Linux distros already, so that I'm ready to do a few videos. Like I said, it's not going to be a dominant feature, but it's going to be a regular feature. I plan to actually have Linux distro every week. Take a peek of either a Linux distro, features of a Linux distro, or different Linux distros out there. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.